This is Phil flying the Emax Babyhawk 2. Phil's a bit of a fan of Emax, aren't you, Phil? And this is
good stuff.
It's their first HD version, so get another fly with it, see what you think.
Okay, take one.
Quiet is the first thing I noticed.
Yeah, it feels very stable, even in this breeze.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite breezy today, about, I think it says about 16 kilometers per hour.
At least, yeah.
I think this is your first go of the Nebula Pro camera as well.
Yeah, that too, yeah, I want to see what that performs like.
I did notice whilst I was flying earlier the change in white balance. You do notice it. It's not terrible.
I'm just pitching now to see it.
You have to look into the sun and then look opposite, so towards where the pond is.
It's very, yeah, it's a little bit.
Yeah. And the other thing I noticed with this one as well, it's a 3.5 inch, so not 3 inch. Actually, is this the first sort of like 3-inch model you've flown?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. It's either been 5-inch quads or 1S tiny whips, really.
So are you noticing the difference between, like, can you feel that there's not as much sort of power behind it?
I've not tried anything with it yet. Let's go for that's respectable.
Yeah. The one thing to watch is, though, if you watch what your voltage sags to, you don't want any more really than 13.9. I mean, you don't want any more than 14 really, but it sags to about 13. But you'll be fine for just a couple of blips, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, actually go mad on this battery because it's an oldish battery, so don't worry about that. But that's the only thing I noticed is quite amount of voltage sag on it. But great with the props out of shot, right?
Yeah, nice. I always like that.
Good for that. Oh, I've got it in 4x3 mode as well. You like 16:9, don't you? I should have changed that.
But I'm definitely getting, when my view is mostly just the field, even though it's lit up, when the sun comes into view, it's like a flashing effect.
Yeah, like...
I've not had that with the Vista or Air Unit camera yet.
Yeah, what do they call it? Lens flare.
Okay, yeah.
Lens flare. Yes, you don't get that. Well, you do, but not so much of a flash, is it?
It's like a blip of colour at top of the screen kind of thing.
Yeah.
But for the size of quad in this wind today, this feels nippy.
Yeah.
It's very agile. It's not being held back by the breeze at all.
It's one of those quads, when I saw it, I was like, yeah. Because so far, the 3-inch DJI quads haven't been that great, really. The Coppice Mini.
You know what I've realised with this little thing? This is a 3-inch class, you say?
Well, 3.5. It's a new class.
So in general, it's slimmer than a 5-inch quad, right?
Slimmer in
every respect.
Yeah.
Because what I'm thinking is, I'm just viewing up now my favourite little gap.
Oh
I've
no!
Not yet managed. Now the trouble, I can't go for it because the
cows,
four-legged beasties are in the way. But there's a gap there next to that water trough.
Well
done. I want so bad.
Well done, cows. You've saved my model for today.
I'm just going to take a look at it from the other side. It's just so tempting.
It's so quiet.
It's about 8 inches.
The cows haven't even noticed yet. Yeah, Phil, I mean, you know, it doesn't matter how big your quad is when you've got a gap like that, really. You know, if your quad fits through it, you're going to hit it. Is what I'm saying. Oh,
a bit of action there.
Censor that on YouTube.
Thank God for HD, eh? That's enough of that. Okay. Yeah, so far it's a cracking little thing.
The big cow's named Jack and the little one's named Tony.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they're addictive, these things, especially 3-inch as well, because, I mean, we're lucky with this huge field. But when I was flying it on the field where I am, you can't hear it at all. It's, you know, doesn't look or sound scary. One of the things that people hate is you saying, oh, it flies just like a 5-inch, and I think they do in some respects. They certainly feel lighter and a bit more
It
floaty.
does feel lighter and floaty, but it's very stable, and it's barely lacking anything as regards punch or manoeuvrability.
What's your voltage at, Phil?
15, just knocking
Oh,
under.
I mean, that's nothing. 15, you'd be landing, you've got an entire volt, really. Yeah, I think I was getting maybe 7 minutes out of it at a push. Looks like we've got a fire over there, you know? Or some very low cloud. You point... And then a big dirty grey cloud over there.
I think it's cloud and rain.
Yeah, it's a popular one, this one. The only complaint from people is because it's 3.5-inch prop, and Emax, well, Avan, who they use, it's the only 3.5-inch prop that was out when this quad was about, and they only gave you one set of props.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, I broke a prop, and you couldn't order them from anywhere. I believe HQ have got a 3.5-inch prop out now, so I don't think that's a problem anymore.
That patch is looking gorgeous.
It looks amazing. I flew.
Should we just check out, see how long that grass is?
Oh, sure, why not? Have you landed?
That's not bad. Can't see any ants, but I can count all the blades of grass.
Did it start recording when you took back off again?
Yeah.
Cool, that's fine then.
It's ideal to go mooching through that tree to find my flying wingtip.
Do it, man.
I just realized this is really small.
Do it.
So I landed in the top of this tree, just about in the middle.
With a few more leaves on it.
That looks like a maze from hell. I'm not flying into that.
That cow is watching you. Sorry, not cow. I think that is a cow, you know. I think they've got female cows in there. Yes, they have. So it's bullocks and cows. They've stuck them in there. Well, for the reason that we saw earlier, I guess.
Well, I'm flying backwards now and it feels okay. Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, you know, out of all of the quads that I've seen come out recently, I was like, I want that one. Actually want it when I was reviewing it. I'm like, yeah, this is staying in my fleet.
So at the moment this is running on is it a 4S LiPo?
Yeah, 850 milliamp 4S, and yeah, it just does great flight time on that.
And we are now at 14.5 volts, so again, cut-off time 14 volts.
14, yeah,
Perfect.
so, you know, just, yeah.
That's the path home.
Yeah, I went up high early with the Recon, and the patch, I was like, is that it? Was a perfect circle.
Yeah. I use a biro and some string to work that out. You know. Yeah, this Nebula Pro, the only thing that you see is that sun flash.
Sun flash and the slight bluey change.
It's okay.
It's not bad when the sun's out. You notice it more when the sun's not out. But like if you point into the sun and then look over there, to me, I can see a colour shift to blue. I mean, that's something they could fix in firmware, but...
There's not much in it though, is it? Really?
No, there's not much in it.
And I've got one of these Nebula Pros. This is going to go into another plane soon with a different camera, pan tilt system.
Nice.
And, I just want to see how it behaves like. But no, this is looking great.
You would buy one then if
yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, there's not much to complain.
I mean, it feels like a hot knife, you know, through butter. The way it's behaving in this wind.
Nice. Like, do you find it smooth compared to 5-inch, or you seen it getting buffeted a bit more?
It's not really getting buffeted around at all. There's very little of anything in it at all.
Yeah, great flight time as well. You know, I mean,
That's
ragging
touching
it.
14 volts. It's jumped up a little bit. good though. Nearly 14.5 volts again.
Yeah, it goes back up.
Yeah,
That's the
it's-
thing.
yeah.
That is the thing. I was like, yeah. I like wanted to land it, and it nope, still got more to go. It kind of feels like they're just cracking it with these quads. If you want like crazy flight time now, they've realised that actually you don't need, you know, massive motors, and would go really lightweight. Give it a big battery. Oh, I can see a cow running there. Have you interfered with him?
No, I'm just looking carefully. There's my black dot on the ground.
Yeah, they're always interested in us, the cows.
Oh, just staying above the grass there. Whoa, there's a fence.
Am I going to have to go walking?
No, I've got 3 eyes, I'm using all of them. This is very good.
So now, how about, you know, this, but for like 20 minutes with one of those batteries on? Pretty good setup, I would say. Just want to cruise around like you have been doing.
Yeah. We're just coming up to the 5-minute marker, and my battery is now under 14 volts. So
Well, that's 5 minutes since you took off from the patch. So about 8 minutes in total. So there you go. That is Phill-RC's review of the Emax Baby
I
Hook
couldn't
2.
make the pad.
Link in the, say it Phil, link in the video description.
I can't talk and think at the same time, Mr. RC.
Please subscribe. Cheers.
That was so good.